Hey folks, Quill18 here and welcome to Let's Play some more Against the Storm. And in fact, this is not just any regular old Against the Storm, this is the 1.0 full release version. It is leaving early access officially on December the 8th. I'm playing an early copy of the press build of the 1.0 drop over here that I'm excited to jump into. I really enjoy this game. I've played it a whole bunch. How many hours do I have into this? I mean, I don't have like hundreds or thousands. Well, I do have 108 hours into this bad boy, and considering it only takes you about, what, 30-40 minutes to play through a session, that's quite a lot. I really enjoy it a lot. I think it's a wonderful, brilliant game. Really appreciate what they did with this thing, and I'm happy to be playing the 1.0 build. I thought for this one, what we'd go is fairly vanilla, in case people who are new to this and are just wondering what the deal is with this now that it's hit full release. We'll do a good kind of baseline experience for them so that we can get a feel for what's what. So I'm just going to settle one of these random areas nearby with no special modifiers whatsoever. Now, I do have a fair number of things unlocked that you might not have unlocked from the start of the game, but we'll see. What's the location here? The Scarlet Orchard. Beautiful yet dangerous land that is colored a strange shade of crimson. It's called the Herb Garden of the Kingdom due to its abundance of herbs, berries, and roots. So we got to get to 14 reputation and not get 14 in patience. Average fertile soil. We'll get pretty basic rewards. Gain access to an archaeologist's office and filled with prehistoric remains for excavation sites. Right. Okay. In terms of who we're going to start with, I don't know if there's a particular optimization we want to go for here. Just starting some extra people in general is usually pretty good. I think what I might do is just start with the straight up lizards here, and the 2 extra people will be a start of 9, which seems like a pretty good number. We do also start with some jerky, which the lizard men like to eat, so that's good. I've got 10 more embark points over here. Yeah, we're just going to play on Viceroy difficulty. We're not going to go down into any of the prestiges. It's going to be a pretty... I mean, it should be fairly easy-ish, as easy as it ever is in here, to win this scenario with this. We might want to start with one of the farms unlocked. Oftentimes I do like to start with the oil because we can get an early mystery solved with that. If I do that, then I can't get the farms. We could get the upgraded herb garland or herbalist court. Herb garden might be good. That way we do start with something that can be farmed in a field. That's not a terrible idea. I don't think we need to start with the wood. We'll probably just start with some extra food. So let's grab that and embark. And, you know, is this the min-max optimal one? I don't know, but we'll go ahead and start with it anyway. It should be okay. Again, not too concerned on just regular Viceroy difficulty for us here because we're fairly experienced. So during the time of drizzle, our bonus is gatherers have a 50% chance of producing double yields when harvesting resource nodes. That's quite nice. I don't think we'll necessarily optimize around this. In theory, we could try to make it so that we're mostly just harvesting resources during that time. In practice, I probably won't muck around with that too much. Off-road speed is decreased. These are during the storm levels. -5 penalty to the resolve, although it can be prevented with housing, which should be pretty fine. Level 2, what do we have here? -2 penalty to the resolve, fulfilled with housing as well. Okay, good. And last one is melancholy, which needs both complex food and housing. It's only in hostility 3. I was gonna say it's only -2 penalty to the resolve, but it's increasing stacks. Okay, so that's a little something to keep in mind. Of course, we start in a very little glade over here, and generally speaking, I mean, I don't know if the meta has changed since the last time I've done it, but the idea, because it has been a little while since the last time I played, we are probably going to avoid popping the small glades, which increase hostility but don't give us that much, and instead focusing on opening the big glades, which do give us a fair amount of hostility, but have better kind of rewards for the situation. Our 2 random people did turn out to both be beavers. I don't know if it's guaranteed to be of a different species or if it just so happens that it worked out that way. I'm not entirely certain, but that's going to be okay. We're going to get started. Well, we could take a look at our blueprints here. I might not immediately pick something. We could pick that small farm. Well, maybe the workshop. Planks, bricks, and fabric are things that we generally do want to produce a lot. We can get a 3-star version with the lumber mill. I mean, or I could just get the leather worker for the fabric, but it's not as high priority. I think the workshop's going to be an excellent pick for us. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one right away. Small farms being offered again. And early on, taking one of the trappers or foragers camps is fairly tempting, but I don't necessarily know which we need right now. So I actually might wait until we pop a glade. Do I want to do it immediately? Oftentimes I wait for the first storm to happen, but I may, in fact, want to get started on that ASAP. Let's get ourselves a couple of woodcutters camps over here. And yeah, I might tell you to go ahead and beeline and open this up. I think that might be okay. Let's get a path here. And I'm going to do a path on this side here. Like that and like that. But I will make sure that the priority, I'm going to shift click here. Woodcutters camps are getting a #1 top priority. Okay, we'll go and unpause now. Drop a couple of these buildings. I don't know if we'll have the workers to work them all right away, although again, that might be something that would be nice to do in drizzle. We might miss the drizzle this year for that. But I suppose I could leave these for the next drizzle just in case. We do have some highlights here because, yeah, we've got the herb garden. Over here, the workshop, which I guess I will want to build pretty much right away. We'll put that down there. And we do have the archaeologist office available. The 1.0 patch brings a bunch of things, mouse hotkeys, a big rebalance to a lot of mechanics, and a new Queen's Hand difficulty for people who have beat Prestige 20+. Also, these buttons are new, so all inactive buildings will be ignored by haulers. All workers will immediately leave it. Assign new workers will automatically activate the building again. Very nice, handy, convenient button for us. I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and assign a couple of beavers. We hold shift, it just applies, it puts as many of that species in there as you can. And then I'm just gonna fill the rest with some lizard folk. Do we want to chop some trees? I mean, we need to get a wood supply ASAP. And right now there's nothing else for our people to work anyway. So we've got 2 builders that are gonna finish some of our other construction right now. But yeah, we're gonna chop, 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 chop. Oh, I wanna make sure, okay, good. Right now, the only thing we're burning in the Ancient Hearth is wood. I'm going to say we can probably allow coal. And I'll leave the seam arrow off right now. Not that we have any of this currently. Oh, actually, we did start with coal. You know what? Maybe, hold on, we'll turn it off. We might be able to use it to beat anything. I guess we must have had some coal in our opening caravan. I hadn't noticed. Okay. All right, first cornerstone available to us. Gain a villager every time you discover a new glade. You don't necessarily want a huge number of villagers. A few extra early on really accelerates things, but then after that, we might want some control. Same thing for here. Free stuff is great. Now here's free mushrooms every time we produce grain, which is good, but just a little bit of clay might be nice. Let me, if we click over here, we can see what resources are available on this map, and clay is not one of them. So we would not normally get clay. So let's take the clay delivery line. And then that'll allow us to make some bricks over here when that happens, which is lovely. Okay, I'm still going to wait for the building unlocks. Mostly I want to see what's in here before we do that. I'm going to bring the speed up, I guess, all the way up to ×3 now. Okay, choose an order. We could wait. There's some of these will have timed orders, and if you know the pool of timed orders, you could wait to pick an order until you're ready to do something. And nothing else. I should get some regular houses down. Just, so we have a total of 9 people who are homeless, and the regular shelters host 3 residents. So I'm going to go ahead and queue 3 up. I don't expect there's going to really be something for that, but I will let this go first anyway. Then at least we've got the housing taken care of, and we'll figure out what the next demand is. Just moving these buildings to keep being really close there. Your workers do have to travel from here to your warehouse to deliver the goods when this gets full, but otherwise, you want the travel time from the forest to this to be as minimal as possible. And I'm gonna go and throw one in there. That only leaves us 1 loose builder. Actually, hold on. We're gonna need some people to deal with whatever disaster is over here. So, we took a little bit of a chance opening this quick. But we can burn it down with oil, or we can calm spirits. So, old altar, ancient language carved in stone proclaims, light a fire at the altar to gain the blessing of the spirits of harmony. So we don't want to let this just tick by and give us some terrible things going on. That would be bad. Okay, I can use a bunch more oil over here. Oh, and 15 amber, which I don't have. It would be nice to calm the spirits and get this permanent bonus. Absolutely, that would be a really good one. But this early on, that's not going to be an option. So we'll just use some oil. We're going to take a fast resolve drop for a little bit, and we'll get some tea and fabric. Not a stupendous reward here for us at this point, but it does get us access to this whole area. We've got a brick oven we could fix up. Brick oven can produce coal, which is nice, and only at 1 star, but still. and quite good at pies. We can do this, and then also it reveals that there's a large root deposit, which if we had a Forager's Camp, we'd be able to work. And Forager's Camp is available over here. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do for that pick. I'm going to wait on that next one for a little bit. Okay, I can remove the woodcutting priorities. Still going to want to clear a little space around here, but I don't really care. You know, it doesn't have to beeline things, so this way I'll just do it based on closest proximity. So we have no idle workers right now, which is fine. So I do still want a fair amount of wood chopping. Clear some space around here. I do have my setting as such that my woodcutter's camp, this is probably the best setting for your woodcutter's camps. By the way, you can change the default if you are new to the game. You go into options, there's tons of options in general, but more importantly, gameplay. I mean, all these alerts, key bindings, Twitch if you want to do Twitch voting, but under gameplay, there's tons of different options for the defaults for your buildings. I'm not saying that my settings are necessarily the optimal one, but I would probably recommend the default woodcutter's camp mode to be avoid glades except marked. That way, if you put down a woodcutter's camp, it won't randomly pop open a glade. The only way to get them to do it is to force it by marking trees as a priority to be chopped, in which case they will go ahead and open the glade at that point. And I think that's a really, really good and smart default. That mostly means you don't have to worry about microing these guys too much because they won't accidentally pop something open. That would be bad. All right, so we're burning this down. We're currently in a clearance period. I couldn't... No, okay. Since I don't think I can get anyone's resolve high. Well, the beaver demand is quite high resolve-wise. Lizard's going to be a lot easier to do. What do I need for the lizard housing? Oh, yeah, this Forager's Camp got upgraded. I was going to say I already have one, but yeah, that makes sense. Lizard housing. Cloth and bricks. I only have enough material to build one right now, which isn't great. Who's working the hearth, by the way? Okay, it is a lizard, which is fine for the bonus to resolve. Yeah, that's quite good. +1 global resolve. And of course, the lizard, very happy working somewhere warm, so they're very happy and bringing up the lizard average a little. What is this, some copper? Oh, don't always get a chance to mine. Okay, everyone's still busy right now. 6 people chopping down trees, 1 person in the hearth, and 2 people working this disaster here, which I think is fine. Take a look at the fuel. That's usually the one I like to monitor the most. We do have 10 tools. Oh, we need 15 to crack that. To send it to the Citadel. I do tend to like to get reputation. Sometimes very early on I will go for one of the other rewards, which actually is kind of interesting. We did get some stone. Getting the oil here and more jerky is actually kind of nice. And then here, we'll get a bunch of fabric, which is actually quite good. Because right now we don't have that as an option. I do have my building set by default to have all the recipes on. If you don't have that on, normally it would have 1 default recipe selected, but now apparently one of the things you can have, and might be better, yeah, disable all ingredients and recipes by default, and disable all recipes. Well, and this may have been there for a while. I guess it's this one is the newer one. Disable all recipes and workshops by default. So it'd make it so when we plop down to workshops, everything starts off turned off, forcing you to enable it. Which I think of like the days of like configuring my firewalls when I was a network admin, right? Having your default policy be not deny all and then explicitly whitelist the things you want is a better and safer thing than allowing all by default and then blacklisting the things that you don't want. Here it's lazy mode. I've got it set that like all the recipes are enabled, but it might be a good idea. It might be a much smarter idea to leave things off by default and then explicitly turn on the things for the resources you want to spend. Okay, I haven't picked anything here yet. I still think I'm okay with that. I don't know. None of these are... We could do a reroll. We might. Water skins and pigments, not a huge deal. I already have the fabric. I don't remember. Water skins... Yeah, are used for more crafting. They're a container that you can get, and then you can put your booze in it or whatever. Flour's nice if we did get a small farm set up and like got a wheat and grain production. But otherwise, the rain mill doesn't do that much for us. Kind of want the rain mill and the bakery if we want to get that on. I am actually wondering about a reroll. I don't have to do it now because we don't have the buildings for it. Yeah, I don't have a small farm. You guys are complaining about no housing. I know, but it's gonna happen soon. Yeah, they're done burning this down. They just gotta loot this stuff. That resolve being low is a little bit of an issue. All right, let's cancel all our woodcutters. Okay, let's assign a couple more. There we go. So now we're at hostility 0, so our people aren't freaking out. We'll leave some to build. We could leave 3 to build because they'll do the housing simultaneously. So if I just put 1 lizard in here, then we'll have 3 builders, so we can get all 3 of these houses built simultaneously. And then after that, I can put some more people into some work jobs. There you go. Now, of course, we will get a drizzle period right after this, so I might want to hold off on the harvesting until just then. Let me throw another lizard folk into the workshop here. Oh yeah, I never did accept any of these. I should probably do this. Complete 2 trade routes, open 2 glades, and deliver 3 packs of building material. Kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other here. I mean, 2 trade routes and 2 glade events, both of them are going to happen. And both of these have a few packs. It doesn't really matter too much. I might want the straight up amber, so I'm going to pick that. More packs or complete 2 dangerous glade events, steel drills, or more of these. Both of these are pretty good. That's not a ton of materials to do, but this is definitely, it's going to happen at some point regardless, so I think I'll go that way. I think the lizard resolve is something we're going to work on. It's just deliver 5 tools, which I could do immediately. But we just got rewarded with a bunch of fabric, didn't we? Well, we have 9 in our stockpile. Maybe not as much as I thought. We can make our own bricks. We get a regular supply of clay. We've got the workshop. Yeah, I'm going to go for the clan over here. Just for meat, because we actually don't really have a supply of meat right now. We do need them to keep our lizard folk kind of happy. All right, another building completed. Yeah, and we're probably gonna... We will try to fix this brick oven. We need 5 bricks for it. Theoretically, those are gonna get made over time. Yeah. Oh no, assign someone to it right now? Oh, right! They added this logistics thing. Now we can assign people here. For a large amount of goods, yeah. Workers always deliver and take goods from the warehouse nearest to them, right. I think if we assign someone to this, they will be responsible for going to buildings and loading stuff so the workers can just keep focusing on work. I mean, it's sort of, I think it kind of breaks even. So, no matter what, someone's spending some amount of time moving things here, but maybe I'll leave 1 person in it. They've changed the logistics system a couple of times through the patches. Buildings are 40% less. We got fewer things in nodes. Farms. All farms can plant mushrooms. Gain meat and grain for each completed dangerous event. Ooh. Stormwalker's tax. Gain 15 amber every time you accept newcomers grouped from the citadel, but you'll lose all stored amber upon choosing this cornerstone. This seems like a no-brainer. I don't have any amber right now that I know of. Copper. Under one of these categories, but yeah, I don't see any. As far as I know, I don't have any amber. So yeah, we'll get 15 amber every time we take some new people in. Yeah, that's pretty strong, I feel. We're about to accept some people here. Looks like we're gonna get foxes for our 3rd species. That's fine to me. Unless I want to take this just because of the resources. No, let's do this. We'll get our foxes down. And it'll be great dealing with some of the vents. In fact, if I want to go and rebuild this, well, I don't... Oh no, I do have the bricks. Let me throw you guys in there, and let's throw an extra person in as well. Investigate that. Give me this, please. Let's get you over here. And move this woodcutter's camp there, and this one here. So I just want to clear some extra space around this area. We will need some extra housing, although what I will do is I will plop down a lizard's house in the back there. I should also start working on the decoration. We need to go and chop some things here. I do get vision that there is a geyser over here for some rainwater. So this is small glade, but it might be worth opening that one up. But yeah, it is drizzle period, so that's the farmer bonus, right? Farming proficiency, which is the humans. I think they changed the color of that icon since last time. That, oh, is the brick oven already done? Okay. Can I cannot move this one, right? Okay. That's fine. Pies, coals, incense. Specialization bonus is fire. It's a warm spot, so they like it. Let me take someone out of the workshop here. Throw you into the brick oven. And if you happen to have material for pies, make that your top priority because you do make them at a triple. We don't have any flour, so it's not going to happen. The thing you're really going to be doing here is coal. Now, this is only a 1-star coal production, so it's not super effective, but it's still going to be extremely nice to have, just generally speaking. I guess, hold on, if I do get flour, you could make pies. Who wants pies in our people? The lizard folk want pies. They're the only ones, but it's still nice. Actually, I should go and favor them. There we go. We'll start getting some reputation here, and it'll also complete one of our quests. All right, I'm gonna get the rain mill. I don't have a source of flour yet, but it will come. It will come. Oh, high resolve. Gotta keep that up high enough to complete this, please. No, it just dipped too low. Oh, apparently it still counted. Oh, because they're trending towards 14, but they're still at 15. So yeah, we'll complete that. This will also give us a new blueprint because of the reputation. I don't want anything more farmable that is not the actual small farm. Okay, I may not spend on this right now. Being able to build a crystallized dew might be handy for our fox houses. May come up. The tea house also does make the foxes extremely happy. New missions. Timed over here. Yeah, we don't really have the ability to quickly make mushrooms or herbs, I think. So cut through the dangerous glades. Get tools, which are great. Yeah, we're going to take the risky expedition. Yeah, we're not really in a position to generate this very quickly either. Lizard population, extra meat, get some skewers. Or have... Okay, we need to get a butcher. We have the oil right now. The reward is more oil production and coal and lots of amber. That's really nice, but can't guarantee we get this. Although, what's funny is we do actually get the butcher as a reward for the lizard population quest. We're going to take the lizard population quest. We only need one more lizard, and they do need a lot of resolve, but I think that is something we're going to try to focus on here. They've got a house, although they do need more houses. Okay, let's move you back there. Actually, you as well. Oops. Move there. We need a little bit more room around the hearth for decor and houses. Oh, I guess I could build on the other side. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get 2 parks and 1 garden. That'll get our hearth to level 2, assuming we got the population. If not, it'll still get to at least level 1, so that's going to be fine. So no one's got any specialization for the workshop. That's interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We need at least 1 constructor. Currently still on the go. You're waiting for material. We need planks, which theoretically will get done. I actually might want to prioritize planks just because we do tend to need more of those than anything else, but we've got lower limits that I've set for fabric and bricks because of that. Okay, so we could potentially pull some people out of foraging right now. We don't have a ton of food, but we currently don't have a bonus seasonally to the harvesting, so there we go, and 1 person left to construct. Let me get some stone over here. Let's go to Stonecutter's workshop. Clear that area out. You here. Yeah, what I kind of want is some more beavers in this particular run. I'd like to have 6 for the woodcutters camp, and then maybe some more for the rain mill. Okay, we're gonna wait for this construction to be done, and then I think we'll go ahead, and assign you over here. Get this started. You're the only place that makes flour. You're the only place that makes scrolls. You're the only place that packs building materials. Well, we don't have a makeshift post, so that's okay. Probably want to prioritize the flour. If you're doing anything, that is your most efficient thing. Otherwise, sure. Actually, we might have to pack the building material before the scrolls. Do we have any quests that need building materials? No. I might just want to turn this off, lest it use up all of our material for actual construction here. Although I guess you're not going to be that busy then. But yeah, should probably get a trade setup going. Okay, let's pull people out of the lumberjacking. So there we go. We're sitting at 0, which is perfect. Although I could cancel this. I might be able to do a little bit of dread. Nah, we'll do it this way. It's fine. Here, you guys can work on the rain mill if you've got anything to do. Oh, I didn't realize that one's still in the path building mode. Go to there. And yeah, we'll plan out our trading post. I think actually what's going to happen is there'll probably be a small warehouse here to help with the mine and that. And the trading post doesn't actually have to be near a warehouse, but we're going to go and set that up here. I'm going to make the trading post the higher priority. Oh, there we go. And then our workers can work on the roads and different things like that, and that's going to be fine. I should maybe plan on popping another grove at the end of this storm. So I'm going to do this, and when the storm's nearly done, we'll go and fill this up and do that, because we can live with a little bit of negative stuff for a little while. We do have 3 homeless people. Get 1 beaver house, and we'll plan for a fox house, although I don't actually have the crystal dew stuff. Probably another generic shelter as well, but we'll just leave that in there as kind of a placeholder. All right, trade is open, so as soon as the storm opens, we'll do our first trading opportunity. And storm is nearly done. Yeah, resolve is low, but it's fine. Okay, chop down very quickly here, please. We'll pop that open. We might want to buy some things. There we go, storm just ended. Yeah, so we might want to buy something specific. We have our 15 amber here. I wonder if there's any chance we can cut through this before she leaves. Learn how to be cautious when looting abandoned caches. Every time you open or send an abandoned cache to the Citadel, hostility is lowered by 15 points. That's pretty good. More packs is nice for trade. Mushroom production increased. I don't know, I think I'll go silent looting. We will see if we can start producing tools, and we will have copper. I think this merchant might leave before they pop that open. Okay. More flour production. You know what? We're clearly going to be doing something for this. Increased building storage is actually very nice. Can I get... Oh, I only need 1 more. Amber here. There we go. We'll do that. People don't have to empty the buildings the same way. It's maybe a little more efficient. Oh, we're going to get more cash from accepting these people, too. I'm going to go for just a bunch of stone right now because... Oh, no, we do have a stonecutters camp. Although this gets me a lot more people right now, which is actually going to be the preferred thing. And I can go and do some more woodcutters camp stuff, which is great. Oh, it's drizzle period, so... Let's do that. Do I leave the extra person on as a generic builder? Yeah, probably. Or I could put it in the stonecutters camp, but this is going to be fine right now. Alrighty. What's our disaster here? Fisherman's Cave. Oh, is this going to be the one where it spawns more traps? Yeah, if I take this route. Which I can't do. Nor can I do the bribe. Well, can we purchase 5 tools or 27 stone?
Hi.
No, I can't get either of those. Okay, get rid of that, thank you. Or ale or jerky. Or I guess, hold on. There's still something left over here. What is the other one? Oh, training gear.
Glamlas.
Yeah, you don't sell that either.
Lydia.
Plus, we need the amber for one of those sides. This is actually quite poor. Penalty for failing. I mean, we don't want to do that. Totems and impatient points. It's actually not the worst because it's not giving us a permanent debuff. I'm assuming we can fight the totems. But I do have the money. Do I want to get woodcutters move faster? Oh, haulers can haul more things at once. That's actually pretty good. Or a bunch of free potteries every time we discover a new glade. Hold on. That's actually going to be exceptionally handy. Okay, we can always spend an impatient point to get the next merchant faster, which we may have to do. One builder, that's fine. You've got nothing to do over here, so let's just throw you out. Okay, that trade is open. Okay. If we start hacking away at the rocks over here, we can do the chase away. I'm wondering if I should get a second stonecutter's camp just to accelerate things. We get everything back from tearing this down afterwards, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me drop you to help with the construction, please. More missions. No guarantee that we're going to get ancient tablets. We'll have to get a market. We already have archaeological tools. One extra trade out. Okay, let's do this. We're not really in a position to mine. 12 minutes. Could we set up a mine? Use clearance water, something we can do eventually. Not a great reward, although we still get the reputation, which is the important part. This is excellent. But we also don't get to keep this copper. You know what? I think I'm going to go and do this. We'll just have to use some clearance water at some point. We know we can get clearance water over here, so I think that's going to be fine. Can we prioritize this? Do we not have logs? And oh, we might not have gears. Oh no, it would tell me, right? If there was a material shortage. Yeah, we are not in a drizzle period anymore. Clear some of that because there's roads to be built and stuff. I just want to make sure that there's a worker available here. Okay, I'm getting there on the stone. There we go. I think this just leveled up to 2 because of the extra house. All right. More cutting there. And we are nearly out of food. Oy. All right. Back to work over here. Here, Reed Field. We do have the ability to build a harvester's camp. I'm going to throw it in the queue. Not that there's anything building it right now, but that's okay. 31 stone. I think I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and assign a couple of people to work on that now. Even though you don't have all the material, I'm hoping you can start to deliver the goods. I think you will. I think they will start to deliver the goods. Alright, storm period. Let's cancel our woodworkers, although we're still going to be at level 1 of hostility. Gonna cancel that. There we go. Everyone's resolve is positive. know that you'll have anything to do, but we'll throw you into the rain mill for a second here. Right, and then we need to start fighting these damn totems. Which are going to be increasing hostility while that's working, which is hurting our moods. We can always go and sacrifice some fuel over here. I think we're going to have to. Yeah, hardly any wood, wow. Okay, let's run that. That gets us positive with a tiny bit of a buffer, too. Grab you out of there. Put you in there. There we go. Still below 2, and everyone's okay. Good, good. Okay, I've already got someone working on that. That's great. This is being worked on over here. You're carrying stone, and yeah, in theory, there's going to be lots of stone here. I'll tear that down afterwards, but that's okay. There's another totem. And take you out of there, put you in here. So again, you get the specialization bonus for the extra speed. And... oh yeah, the extra totems are causing more issues with hostility. These extra little guys that are spawning. Okay, storm is over. Sacrifice is stopped. Gain 1 reputation point every time you sell goods worth 60 amber, while slowing the reputation gain from resolve by 75%. Okay. Cutters are tasked with creating makeshift tools. Discovering a glade during a storm gets 10 tools. That's really nice. Hostility is reduced more for every hearth upgraded to a neighborhood. I usually only run 1 hearth, but even then that might be worthwhile. I mean, we have to get the lizard resolve up if our time to do this, but yeah, the trade hub, I know we're not doing it right now. We have to get some provisions going. If we have more copper, we'll definitely be able to freaking make tools. Which is great. I guess there's nothing here I need. We don't need the trapper's camp right now, so I'm going to take the reroll. That's pretty good. That gives us the ability to build skewers, which the lizard's like, assuming we get the food for it. I think I will pick the grill. I don't know if we're going to build it right away, because I'm not sure that there's anything we can use it with currently. Everyone's busy. Still got the homeless. That's fine. Okay, this forager's camp is empty. So, if I were to move you, I don't see anything on the edge of the screen showing me... oh, I meant to pause. That there's more stuff. So, I'm just going to go ahead and destroy you. Get the materials back. That's fine. Ooh, another fisherman's totem appeared. Work on that, please. Presumably this is being worked on. Everything's delivered. Yeah, okay, you're good. All right, Farloff, what do you got? Currently don't have any money for you. Although, hold on. I can accept a group of newcomers. Okay, now I have a little bit of cash. Faster movement on roads. Ah, there we go. Permanent lowers hostility by 50 points. That is just so good. That was all our money, but I think that's probably fine. Oh, I can get a resolve boost to the foxes. We are getting a decreased amount of reputation from resolve, but we may as well still work on it a little. Okay, so I have lots of people waiting to work.
Oh, we know.
And we were short on wood, so let's get those going on. Lizard resolve fell low. You're still busy here, huh? You're still happily working? You're making a bunch of pies? Great. You're working on this. Let me cancel you. We'll leave 1 person in here for a little bit of flour. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves the pies. We might want to go in the consumption thing. Since literally only the lizards get a bonus from pies, we're going to make sure no one goes and eats any of those. They all like pickled goods. I hadn't realized that. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye if anyone starts starving. I might not prevent them from eating the basic raw food, but for the specialized stuff, we'll try to encourage them to be focused on not eating something that one of the other species will appreciate. Oh, goods. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for that. I had not realized. Work there, and this woodcutter's camp, yeah, doesn't have anything else to do because it would open up a glade if we did. Although we could pop this one for the water. Let's do it. Plus it'll give us more room around the hearth. And we still need another dangerous event, and then completing the event, although this one's nearly going to be done, I think. We're just on the work part of it. Okay, done. More copper. Wow. Okay, both these woodcutter or stonecutters camps. That makes sense. And I don't see anything on. Oh, there is over here. I'm only going to keep one of these around. I'll plop you there, and then I'm going to get rid of the other one. Go. That for now, please. Do this one already? I did. Okay, let's X those out. Deal with this disaster. We're starting to get some impatience, but that's okay. Just realize the time. I think what I'm going to do, because apparently we're taking this one a little bit slower than normal. I did the intro and I'm doing a little bit more explanation. We're going to put a cut in here because it's going quite long, and I'll immediately start the recording for the next episode and hopefully release them both fairly close together so that you guys can get a full run watched over here of... I mean, I guess it's my favorite game. Well, no, it's not going to be my favorite game released 2023. Let's be honest, that's going to be Baldur's Gate 3. And I don't know when we started playing this. I feel it was probably in 2022, but I think Against the Storm is a wonderful, wonderful game. I'm always really impressed by it. Every session feels, I mean, sort of the same, but different because there's so much randomness that comes in terms of what buildings you get, what kind of disasters you get. And just when you get to the point where you might feel like, okay, might be getting a little bit, I've kind of, you know, beaten this scenario, it ends. And then you just start fresh again, which is wonderful. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Do remember, of course, to like, subscribe, and comment. If you can, it really does make a huge difference for the channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.